श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। In shloka 231 and the two we have not seen 232, 231. No one can establish a difference between karya and karana. This was mentioned there. So said not kenapi. Kenapi, even Chaturmukha Brahma also, the creator himself cannot show you the difference between karya and karana. This was said there. केनापि मृद्भिन्नतया स्वरूपं घटस्य संदर्शितुं न शक्यते अतो घटः कल्पित एव मोहात्. Moha is the karana, kalpita the prapancha. Ghata is an example for prapancha. The entire jagat prapancha is imagined. Why? Due to moha. Mrudeva satyam paramartha bhutam, whereas the reality of the ghata is its karana mrut, the reality of jagat is its karana brahma. This was established in 231 in the Vyakhya. Vyakhyanakara, to introduce 232 shloka, he says, evam mrudghata drishtantena upadana vyatirekena upadeyam karyam nasti iti uktva darštantike tadaha sadbrahmeti. So the earlier one, although we said that jagat, instead of ghata you say jagat, and then instead of karana mrut for ghata you say brahma. So example covers the exemplified also, but exemplified is specifically mentioned here by expanding the example to the prapancha. So evam ghata mrudghata drishtantena, by showing the karya karana drishtanta in mrudghata, clay pot, upadana vyatirekena upadayam karyam nasti. Other than the material cause, the karya, the product, does not exist. The product is nothing but the material cause with a name and form. Even the form there is the form of the karana, whereas it is just a vacharambhanam namamatram namadheyam vikaro namadheyam. Vikara is nothing. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam. Vikara, the product, is nothing but nama, name, merely a name which has its source in the speech. If you do not utter the word ghata, then ghata cannot be seen separately from, cannot be established as having, it is not an establishment, but it cannot be having a separate presence than karana except for the name ghata. So upadayam is that which has a material cause. That which has a material cause, the product, is not separate from the material cause. Nasti iti uktva, karyam, product is not there. Darshtantike, in the exemplified, tadaha sadbrahmeti. That very thing he talks about with the exemplified. Sadbrahma karyam sakalam sadaiva sanmatrametan natatonyadasti asti iti yo vakti natasya mohaha vinirgato nidritavat prajalpaha. Sadbrahma karyam sakalam, entire. Sakalam means without anything remaining. Sakalam, entire. Sadaeva sadbrahma karyam sanmatrametat. What is this karya which is seen as etad? This karya, this product, is always meaning before creation, after destruction, and during its pratiti, appearance. That karya is sanmatram. It is only sat. It is only sat, meaning what? Only sat exists there. The ghata, meaning its karana, alone exists. Sadbrahma karyam. So Sadbrahma meaning the existence Brahma. Brahma whose swarupa is existence. When we say Swarupa is existence, what does it mean? It is a defining, it is not an attribute, it is a definition, Lakshana. We have seen the example earlier. Whenever we say that, let's say sugar is defined that which is sweet, then what it means is that wherever you see sweetness, wherever you can taste sweetness, wherever there is a pratiti of sweetness, that sweetness does not belong to whatever you are objectifying, but it belongs to sugar. So we have to say the sugar has pervaded the karya, the object, the vishaya which you taste sweet, which tastes sweet, which tastes sweet to you, that vishaya has sugar which has pervaded. So similarly, Sadbrahma Karyam, when you say product of Sadbrahma, then Brahma is Sat, meaning wherever you see Satta, that Satta belongs to Brahma. This is the meaning here by saying Sadbrahma Karyam. And then Sakalam Sadaeva, always the entire Karya Prapancha is nothing but Sadeva, San Matra Metanna. And by Matra it is saying that it does not have its own Satta. The Satta is Sanmatra, means that Brahma Satta is pervading. You cannot say there are two Sats. Existence we have seen earlier, neither the existence nor the consciousness can be shown to be more than one. Tata Anyad Nasti. Sanmatra, Etan Na, that Na will go with Asti, so Nasti. Tata Anyad Nasti. Tataha Brahmana Anyad Satta Nasti. Karyam Nasti, Karyasya Satta Nasti. Karya is not there, meaning Karya does not have its own existence other than its dependency on Brahma, where from it borrows its satta. Asti iti yo vakti, yah, one whosoever says that asti, what? Not the Upanishad asti. Upanishad say asti iti vaktavyah, Brahma asti. But here he is not saying Brahma asti. He may say Brahma asti, but he is saying Jagadapi asti. Jagat is also there. So Dvaitin says, no, Prapancha is there. How do you say it is not there? Anubhava Siddha, it is so real. The Dukkha is so real. How can you say it is not there? So one who says that, what category will you put him in? So Asti iti yo vakti, tasya moha na vinirgataha. That moha, delusion which he was born with, which is naisargika. Paranchikhani vyatarat swayambhu. Prapancha, when a person is born in Prapancha, then that samsara that the Prapancha that he sees, that is real. He is tuned outward. He misses the Atma for the Prapancha. So what happens here is that this person who Naisargika, or this person who is born will have Naisargika flaws. Moha is Naisargika. The Adhyasa is Naisargika, the Tadatmya Sambandha is Naisargika, but naturally a person who is born, he is born due to Ajnana pending. Ajnana has not been negated by Jnana, Anadi Ajnana is still there, and that Anadi Kala Ajnana being there, he is born, and therefore the Ajnana Karya is still functional, it is as earlier, which means that his Indriyas are tuned outward, he will be objectifying the world as real, because he misses the innermost self which is his reality. Then what happens? Moha na vinirgata. His moha is an ajnana karya, that delusion, confusion is still there, that yes, the world is there. Erroneous conclusion. How? Saha nidritavat prajalpaha. Saha yaha vakti saha tasya moha na vinirgataha nidritavat prajalpaha. What happens? This person is blabbering like a person in sleep, who is partially asleep, who is not woken up. So person is saying something, he is bhranta. You see, when a person wakes up from sleep, he has undergone some dream effects are still hanging, so it's like a hangover from dream, and then he does not know where he is. He knows a little, but he does not know clearly, and then he blabbers something. You can't make out what is he talking, and you put him in a comfort zone. Even in fear you see people are blabbering something, so you put those people to comfort. Yes, it's okay. So you give some notional value to their dream also. The Shruti also does the same thing. Jagat is there, says it is there. Adhyaropita Jagat is there. Apavada, when it is done, it is not there. So nidrita prajalpati. Prajalpa means that person is blabbering as if in sleep he is not woken up. This is the case of the person who says that Brahma is there or Brahma is not there, whatever he says, but Jagat is there. He sees Jagat as existent. Sadrupam yad Brahma tasya karyam sakalam vyedadi sada eva sadapi brahmeva. Sadapi means even in that prajalpa kala, he may be blabbering that Brahma is there and Jagat is also parallelly there. Even in that case, the reality of the Karya Jagat is the reality of the Brahma which is borrowed. Paramate in other darshanas, Paramate satkapaladi karyam ghatadi bhinnam api sadeva uchyate. In other darshanas they say that yes, there is satta separate from Karya satta is there, separate from Karana satta. We do not agree because Shruti negates it. Shruti does not give it. It is an adhyaropita satta. It is not the satta as satta of Karya alone, separate from the satta of Karana, is a bhranti. Tadvanna ityaha. It is not so by saying sanmatram etat. Sanmatram means that san sat, which is Brahmana sat, Brahma, which is the lakshana of Brahma, that alone is seen. There is a pratiti of that satta in the Karya. Yatha ghato mrudeva. Just as the pot is nothing but clay, evam vyedadi brahmeva. Similarly, vyedadi means akashadi. All akasha. Tasmad va etasmad akasha sambhuta. Tasmad va etasmad brahmana atmana. Tasmad brahmana etasmad atmanaha akasha sambhuta. That Brahmatma is the source from which this akasha is born, and from akasha, which is Brahma, Brahmatma appearing as akasha, akashad vayuhu, vayor, agnihi, agnirapaha, adhya, prithvi ityadi, and this entire Panchamahabhuta and its Karya is all having its source in Brahma, which is nothing but Atma. Therefore, na tato anyadasti. This evam vyedadi brahmeva. This akasha is nothing but Brahma. Vayu is nothing but akasha, which is Brahma. So Brahma appearing as akasha is the source for Vayu. Brahma appearing as Vayu is the source for Agni. Brahma as Agni becomes the source for Jala, and Jala, which is nothing but Brahma, being its Karana, is the source for Prithvi, and therefore their Karyas are also the entire Prapancha, which is the Karya of all Mahabhutas. They have come up, Sukshma, Pancha Mahabhutas lead to Stula Mahabhutas, and Stula Mahabhutas are mixed up for all this Karya as seen as Jagat. Therefore, all of them have no satta other than Brahma satta, Sad Brahma. Na tato anyarasti, other than Brahma, nothing has real existence. Tattad upadeyasya tadupadana vyatirekena asatvat. Because nothing exists other than its material cause. And Brahma being a abhinna nimittopadana karana, Brahma being that karana which is the efficient cause like a potter, an intelligent cause like a sentient cause like a potter, and the insentient material cause also like the mrit, like clay. It is the same Brahma which is both. But how can Nirguna Brahma undergo change like clay undergoing change? The potter may not undergo change when he creates a pot. Although we say that as a karta he is undergoing change. But if you see that sentient separately, he has created the pot, but he does not come along with the pot. He stands separate from the pot, although he is a karana, he is a nimitta karana. But what about the upadana karana, material cause? The clay, you cannot say the clay, let the clay stay with the potter and I'll take the pot along. You cannot do that. The clay will come along, material will come along with the pot. But the potter is separate. Now this abhinna nimittopadana karana Brahma has to come along. It is a material cause, but how can Nirguna Brahma undergo change? If it is just an efficient cause like a potter, the potter does not undergo change like the pot. He does not change his shape like the pot, although he has a vritti change. But the material cause mrit undergoes change like ghata, and its change is what we call as ghata with a nama. Similarly, if there is an objection as to how can Nirguna Brahma undergo change, we don't say Nirguna Brahma is undergoing change. We bring about Sagunatvam. How do we bring about Sagunatvam? Mithyatvena. Through Karya, we superimpose change in Brahma via Maya. So we say Maya is the material cause, which is superimposed on Nirguna Brahma, who himself is not affected. He is not undergoing any change. Maya is undergoing change, and Maya is something which is brought in, which itself does not have any astitvam. But we say it is Shakti of Brahma, cannot be shown as separately existing from Brahma. Brahma does not become two with Maya. However, that Brahma, without undergoing change, makes up this Karya, and therefore we say this Karya is just an appearance of Brahma. So tattad upadesya tad upadana vyatirekana asatva sarvopadanatvat brahmanah. So in 232 Vyakhyana, he is saying tattad upadesya tad upadana vyatirekana asatvat. The Karya does not have satyam, sattva. It does not have its satta. Sattvat means it does not have satta, existence, other than its material cause. Therefore, Brahmana tad vyatirekena kimapi nasti ityartha. Sarvopadanatvat Brahmana. So Brahmana vyatirekena, Brahma vyatirekena kimapi karyam nasti. There is no karya other than Brahma, because Brahma is the karana as sarvopadanatvat. It is the upadana karana for Akasha, and Akasha is the upadana karana for Vayu. Akasha, Brahma in the form of Akasha, not Akasha alone. Akasha is jada, it cannot do anything. So Brahma, Akasha Rupa Brahma is the karana for Vayu, and similarly the entire chain has pervasion of Brahma. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. So all that you see is pervaded by Isha Saguna Brahma, which is not separate from Nirguna Brahma. Thereby tad vyatirekena Brahma vyatirekena, since Brahma is the upadana for everything, therefore nothing exists other than Brahma. Ata eva shrutau mrittika ityeva satyamiti iti padena yogaha. Why iti? Mrittika ityeva satyam. In Chandogya Upanishad, the ghata, all the mrudkaryas are mentioned, all the products of prot are taken as an example, and all the products are nothing but mrittika. Mrittika means mrit. So mrittika satyam would have been sufficient, like Brahma satyam. We'll say Brahma satyam, Jagan mithya, Karya mithya, Brahma satyam, Karana satyam. Why is it said mrittika ityeva satyam? That iti pada, why is it said, stated there in the mantra? In the 6th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, he says mrittika ityeva satyam iti padena yogaha. Why iti pada has been added there is because Brahma vyatirekana, mrittika vyatirekana kimapi nasti. Mrittika iti, mrittika alone, this iti, whenever you say idam jagat, idam ghatam, idam ayam ghataha. So this ghata, when you say this ghataha, or anything is objectified as this, all that thisness is belonging to mrittika. Therefore mrittika iti eva satyam. What you are objectifying is actually which cannot be objectified. So mrittika ityeva satyam, that iti padena yogaha means only mrittika. It is only mrittika, and it remains as mrittika. Mrittika iti, it remains as mrittika. It does not become anything else, even when it is seen as karya. So therefore iti pada has been added in the Upanishad mantra also. Added in the sense it is there, existent in the Mula itself. Mrunmayam sarvam satyam chet mrittika ityeva mrittikatvena satyam na swarupata ityartha. So what is really means iti padena? Even ghata is sat. When it is said ghata is sat, so this is an explanation of what has gone by in the shloka as sanmatram. Etat sanmatram. What is that sanmatra? Sadmatra. when you say Jagat is nothing but Brahma, idam sarvam Brahma. We have seen Bada Samanadikaranyam few classes back. So that Bada Samanadikaranyam is being talked about. When you say Jagat is Brahma when understood as Brahma. When it is understood as Namarupa and Namarupa is real, separate from Brahma, then it is not real. Therefore, here the conclusion, he says, Mrunmayam Sarvam Satyam, all that which is has been pervaded by Mrit, meaning all that is Mritkarya, all that is Satyam Chet, Mrunmayam Sarvam Satyam Chet, Mrittika Ityeva Satyam means it is only Mrittika, only Karana, Mrittikatvena Satyam na Swarupata Ityartha. As Ghata is not Satya, Ghata as Mrit is Satya. This should be very clear, that Karanatvena Karyam Satyam. Karyasya Satta Nasti. Karya does not have its own Satya. Karanatvena Satyam. We say yes, it is real. How? As Karana. When you see Ghata as nothing but clay, then it is real. But when you say Ghata is Ghata, not clay, then it is not real. So this is the mithyatvam of Ghata and thereby of Jagat also. Evam mrudaha tadupadana rupena tasyaha panchikrita bhuta karyatvat tadvyatirekena abhava iti tadrupena satyatvam. So I mentioned this already. Mrudaha tadupadana rupena tasyaha panchikrita bhuta karyatvat. What is this Mrit? Now once you go from Ghata to Mrit, Ghata is nothing but Mrit. But what about Mrit? You analyze the reality of Mrit also. What is Mrit? Panchikrita bhuta karyatvat. Clay has come about by a mixture of these gross elements. 5 gross elements have come about. They have mixed with each other and they have become this Ghata. Have become this clay. So clay, which is the Karana for Ghata, so Ghata is Sat as Mrit. What is Mrit Sat as? Mrit is Sat as its Karana, as its Panchikrita Mahabhuta, the grossified elements, subtle elements which are now become gross by grossification, by mixing with each other. Those who have studied Tattvabodha will have the ideas of proportion ityadi. Tad vyatirekana abhava. So that Panchikrita Bhuta Panchakam, which Panchikrita, grossified 5 elements, are the source are the Karana for the Mrit also. Therefore, Mrit is also Sat, not as Mrit. Mrit is Sat as Mrit Karana. What is the Mrit Karana? Like Ghatak Karana is Mrit, Mrit Karana is Panchikrita Mahabhutas. Then so on you trace back. So here he takes the Chandogya, which mentions the process of 3. They take the 3 elements starting with Agni. So Agni, Jala and Prithvi are taken as 3 basic elements based on which the entire Prapancha Karya is made. Because if you start from Agni, there is no flaw there, because Agni has been explained in another Upanishad as Karya of Vayu, and Vayu as Karya of Akasha, Akasha as Karya of Brahma. So if you say Agni is Karya of Brahma and start from there, you are just putting a shortcut to the process of Adhyaropa, the explanation. But it is not Idam Itham. It is not that there are 3 elements. In fact, another way to see it, which you have seen earlier, is that when the Upanishad talks about 5 Mahabhutas as sources for this Jagat, and elsewhere it talks about 3, and all these varieties in explanation tells you that that is not the commitment of the Shruti. By saying there are 3 elements or 5 elements, why bhinnata, why there is difference, is because that is not the commitment of the Shruti. It is just a story. There is no real creation. So to hold on to it, no, it is like this, is losing sight of the Tattva. In the words of Gaudapada Acharya in Mandukya Karika, he says, I think so, I forget the word, Srishti Chintakaha. So they become Srishti Chintakaha, natu Tattva Chintakaha. They are committed to how the Srishti has come about, which is not real, Adhyaropita. Apavada is coming along, you miss the Apavada and you hold on to Adhyaropita Samsara, Jagat, who created this, and then you get lost in that. Therefore, Srishti Chintaka, that is not going to lead to moksha. You have to go to apohata. So mrunmayam sarvam satyam iti, sorry, not that evam. So what happens there? What is the process in Chandogya there? So three elements are the cause for the karya. Agnihi, teja. Teja means agnihi, and then jala. Jala is apa, and anna is prithvi. These are the words for these three elements. Anna is prithvi, teja means agnihi, and jala is said as apa. These are the words in Chandogya Upanishad, 6th chapter. So what happens when you find out mrut, its karana, mrut karana is what? Panchikrita mahabhutas. Then once you tadvyatirekana abhava, mrud abhava also, mrud is non-existent other than its upadana karana, which are these three mahabhutas. There are three, not five, three. Iti tadrupena satyatvam. As its karana, mahabhuta, it is mrut is sat. Sorry. यद अग्ने रोहितं रूपं तद तेजसस्तद्रूपं यत् शुक्लं तदपां यत् कृष्णं तदन्नस्य अपागाद अग्निरग्नित्वं वाचारंभण विकारो नामधेयं त्रीणि रूपाणि इत्येव सत्यम. So the mantra there said, how do you land on karana for anything that you objectify? So what color? It gives some color coding. So if you code with some color, you can either put a name or you can put a color coding. So it does color coding with the name, each of these mahabhutas. So teja, agni is what? Agni is red. What about jala? Jala is seen as white, apa. And what about prithvi? Prithvi or anna, what is called as anna, that is taken as a dark shade, darker shade than the other two, and darker means black. So it is taken as black. So earth is seen as black. Now wherever you see black, that blackness belongs to prithvi, anna. Wherever you see white, that whiteness belongs to jala, apa. Wherever you see redness, that redness belongs to, whatever you objectify as red, that redness belongs to teja or agni. So if you work with this color coding now, he says, and any variegated color is a mixture of these three colors. He makes these as three primary colors. So you have to imagine some primary color coding, and whatever color you see, you can decodify into primary colors. All the secondary colors are made from primary colors. These primary colors are nothing but the padarthas, the three mahabhutas there. Trivit karanam. Instead of panchi karanam, there is trivit karanam. So this grossified sources, elements are the source for the entire prapancha. They are mixed proportionally. Therefore you see variegated color. So yad agni rohitam rupam tejasas tad rupam. Yet whatever rupa that you see in agni, that is of the subtle tejas. Yet shuklam tadapam. Whatever you see as white, that belongs to the jala. And yat krishnam tadannasya, whatever darkness is seen, that dark color is belonging to its karana, which is anna or prithvi. Once you know that, then now you are analyzing agni. So agni also has these three colors. Agni, as in the grossified agni, has three colors which have come from their subtle karanas. These three subtle have mixed up. There really the three gross elements have mixed up to bring agni. Because agni has come from vayu and akasha, but vayu and akasha themselves, which are gross, they have the subtle other five others are there. Jala and prithvi are mixed up in a subtle form when trivit karanam has been done or panchi karanam has been done. That time the subtle, all the other four subtle are present in the gross element. A single gross element has all the other four subtle elements. Not only does agni have agni, it has other four also. And so on. When you look at it in trivit karanam, when you see the other two being there, then what happens? Agnehe agnitvam apagat. The agnitvam, what you call as fire, the fire which you call as fire due to what reason? That fireness in the fire, which is called agnitvam in agnihi, that goes. So what remains? From jivaha you take jivatvam, what remains? Brahma alone remains. So what happens? Agnehe agnitvam apagat. You cannot call it as Agni anymore because agnitvam has gone. All that you see objectifies belonging to its all these three karanas or karana which are threefold. Really they are not threefold. You trace back from them also now. This is the intermediate stage when you trace back to these three mahabhutas which have come about together to make Agnihi. Therefore Agnehe agnitvam apagat. And what is Agnihi? Agni is just a mere name for these three karanas which have come about. Teja, Apa and Anna have come about to make Agni. Agni is a name for this mixture in some proportion, which Bhagavan has created. You cannot create it. Bhagavan has created, fine. But Vacharambhanam Vikaro Namadheyam. Agni is just a mere name. Trini Rupani Ityeva Satyam. Only these three colors is its reality. Three colors means the three karanas which have come together, this subtler than Agni, they are the cause for it. That is the reality. Ityeva Satyam. This is what Shruti says, and this process applies to anything which is objectified. You see some color in this, you see the form, color, all that belongs to its karana, and therefore Karana Rupena Satyam. Karyam is not Satyam. Thereby you have gone one stage back. From Mrit you have gone back. From Agni you have gone back to its Karana. Then he says, Iti Shrutyanusarana, as per this Chandogya Shruti, Tesham Bhutanam Apanchikruta Bhuta Rupena Pruthak Karane Prithivya Abrupena Apam Tejo Rupena Tasya Vayu Rupataya Tasya Viyatvena Tasya Satvena Iti Sadrupa Brahma Bhinnataya Kimapi Na Satyam Nasti Sanmatrametar Ityuktam. So that Sanmatram is showing that you have to lead yourself to the Karanasya Karanam. Sarva Karanam. You have to land on that which is the Karana for everything. So from Ghata you have gone to Mrit. From Mrit what do you land into? Prithvi and other things. So if you are tracing back from the Chandogya Upanishad example, Agni, what is Agni? Agni is nothing but its three karanas in the form of the gross elements which have come together to make Agni. Agni as in the fire that you are objectifying, not the Pancha Mahabhuta. There the Agni is not, because Teja is the Mahabhuta there, but Agni is not the Mahabhuta. Agni is what you are seeing, Pratyaksha Agni. That is not a Mahabhuta. It is not a great element which is the source for the Prapancha. You cannot mix this Agni that you are objectifying, which you light up Deepa or do Homa with. That cannot become the source for other things. It cannot mix up with others. You cannot create anything. So the Mahabhuta is something which you don't objectify, Anurupa. But that also has a subtle, it is only grossification which has made it a gross Mahabhuta. But what about subtle Mahabhuta? Subtle Mahabhuta is the source for that. All the subtle have mixed up and brought about each of these Mahabhutas, which are grosser. So you trace back their source also. You will land into subtle sources, subtle elements. And the subtle elements trace back to what? Then once you land on subtle elements, they are Shuddha, they have not mixed up. Grossification is by mixing up all the subtle elements in various proportions and giving you 3 or 5 Karya Mahabhutas. But Karana Mahabhutas are subtle, they are Shuddha. So there is no mixture of Agnihi in subtle in Agnihi and Vayu, all of the others. So let's take only 3: Agnihi or Teja, Apa and Prithvi, Anna. So Anna does not, Shuddha Sukshma Anna, which is having no mixture of the other two. That is the subtle element. Similarly, Agnihi, which is subtle, Sukshma Agni does not have Jala and Prithvi. Only the grossified has it. Thereby, what happens once you have landed on the subtle elements as Karana, then that Agnihi has Vayu as Karana, or Prithvi has Jala as Karana, Jala has Agni as Karana, Agni has Vayu as Karana, Vayu has Akasha as Karana. Therefore, Agni, Agnitvam has gone because it is not gross Agni anymore. It is Jala, Prithvi and Agni mixed up. So you separate out into those individuals, and those individuals have subtle karana, then subtle ones you land in, then subtle traces back to its own earlier subtle element. Therefore, Karanatvena Agnehe Satyatvam Karanatvena. Sukshma Agnehe. The Sukshma Agni has its karana as Vayu, so it is real as Vayu. And Vayu is real as Akasha, and Akasha is real as Brahma, because Brahmatma you have traced back. Tasmadva etasma Atmanah Akasha Sambhuta. So Akash or Vyat is the Karya and Brahma is the Karanam. So Vyatvena tasya satvena iti sadrupa Brahma bhinnataya kimapi satyam nasti. Therefore, other than Brahma, which is Sarva Karana Karanam, nothing else exists, iti uktam. So you spent a lot of time on this because you can analyze each of these into their Karanas. Tato anyat nasti iti tadeva spashtikrutam. Meaning there is nothing other than that Brahma has been repeated there for emphasis that Sanmatram means tato anyad kimapi nasti. Nothing exists other than Brahma, has no separate satta. Evam sthite api asti iti yo vakti. Even if this is the case, still people will say, no, there is a pratiti, I see it, it is real. One who says that Brahma bhinnataya vyadadikam jagadasti iti yo braviti. One who says that other than Brahma, this prapancha, Akasha, Vayu ityadi does exist. Tasya mohaha, meaning brahmaha, ajnanam va. So as ajnana karya or ajnana, delusion or ajnana itself has not gone. Na vinirgataha, meaning nashto na bhut. Even if he has studied, that has gone in 1 year, come out the other, or from the same year. Therefore, na vinirgataha, nashta na abhut. It has not gone. Na bhut. Nidritavat, like a person in deep sleep state or in sleep. Nidritasya iva prajalpaha yatha suktaha ananvitarthakam kimva asambhaddam vadati. So just like something unrelated to what you are seeing, objective reality, this person is blabbering, carrying from his sleep something. He sees his orientation is disordered. So there is disorder in his orientation. He has not really woken up from sleep or dream. Therefore, he keeps on talking about something which has no anvaya here. He has left that in his dream. The dream world has to be left back in the dream. If you bring back that dream lion here, you will be scared even when awake. But then for a few seconds, this person is bhranta. Kimva asambhaddam vadati. Tadvat vicharajanya jnanamantara katham upadana vyatirekana karyamasti iti. Therefore, without vichara, other than vichara, you will not know that karya has no existence other than karana. Okay, let's move on from this long spent time on this tika. Next one is saying Chandogya Shruti Anusarena Kathitamartham Gati Samanyaya Atharvanika Shrutya Aha Brahmaivam Ityadina. Brahmaiva idam ityadina, sorry. So Chandogya Shruti Anusarena, as per Chandogya Shruti, a general statement has been made that Karana is what appears as Karya. Gati Samanya means Jnana Samanya Jnana. Specifically, another Shruti, Atharvanika Shruti, say Atharva Upanishad has one Shruti which he is quoting now or paraphrasing. Brahmaivedam Vishwamityeva Vani Shrauti Bhrutertharva Nishtha Varishta Tasmadetad Brahma Matram Hi Vishwam Nadishtanad Bhinnataropitasya. Brahma eva idam Vishwam. Bada Samanadikaran. Idam Vishwam, what you objectify as Vishwa is nothing but Brahma, means Vishwam Nasti, Vishwam Vishwatvena Nasti, Brahmatvena Asti, therefore Vishwam Nasti, Brahma eva Asti. This is the Bada Samanadikaranyam. Ityeva Vani. This is the statement. Where is it heard? Shrauti. This is a Shruti. Shrauti Vani. Shruti Sambandhi Vani, meaning which is there in Shruti. It is a Shruti Vakya. and Shrauti Brute. Shruti says this Shruti statement says that Brahma eva idam Vishwam. This is the Shruti, and this Shruti has its presence in what? Atharva. Therefore, Atharvanishta. Atharvanishta meaning in Atharva Upanishad it is there. Atharva Veda Upanishad. Varishta, and it is Shrestha. Shrestha meaning what? Atharva Veda talks about a lot of things, but Vedanta Shruti, Nishchaya. Vedanta means Vedanam Antaha Nirnayaha. What is the conclusion of the Vedas? That is Shrestha. Therefore, this is Varishta. Varishta means Shrestha. It is the well concluded, analyzed, Manana Siddha Artha, and that statement which is conclusive in the Atharva Shruti, in the Atharva Veda. It says that idam sarvam vishwam brahma eva. Tasmad etad brahma matram. Earlier it was a san matram. Now this is brahma matram. So san matram etad what said? This is brahma matram. All this is nothing but Sat Brahma alone. He Vishwam. Tasmad etad Vishwam Brahma matram. And he is Evakara. Indeed it is just that, nothing else. Why? Aropitasya adhishthanad bhinnata nasti. Nadhishthanad bhinnata aropitasya means what? Aropitasya, of that which is superimposed. Sarpa which is superimposed, which is seen by error, it has no existence other than its adhisthana, which is Rajju. So Rajju Sarpavat. Aropitasya adhisthana bhinnata nasti. Other than material cause, there is nothing which is there. Karya is not separate. Shrauti samanyataha vaidiki iti. So Shrauti means what? Shruti. Anything that is in the Shruti is Shrauti. Samanyata generally. Visheshata specifically which Shruti if you ask? Atharva nishtha iti. That which is there in Atharva. Atharva Veda. Atharva nishtha meaning what? Atharva Veda ghataki bhuta. That which is manifested in Atharva Veda. In this Srishti it has been seen heard in Atharva Veda. Atharva Akhya Brahma Jeshta Putra Nishtava Shrauti, or Atharvana Shruti. Atharva, it is also called Atharvana Shruti, Atharva Shruti. What is that? Atharva is the name of the Brahma Jeshta, Chaturmukha Brahma Jeshta Putra. He is the elder son of Brahma. Therefore, it is a Shruti which he has given. Atharvakhya, one who is called as Atharva, Brahma Jeshta Putra Nishtava Shrauti, Vaidiki, Atyanta Varishtha Vani. It is a Vedanta Shruti, not in Atharva Veda part, Karma Kanda part, but it is in the Vedanta Upanishad part. Therefore, Atyanta Varishtha Vani, Brahma eva idam Vishwam idam Varishtham iti Rupa. What kind of Vani is it? What kind of statement? It is Brahma eva idam Sarvam. All this is nothing but Brahma. Varishtham iti Rupa. All this is Brahma. Brahma is the most Varishta. It is nothing but Brahma. The highest reality of the highest reality is what this, all that you are seeing is, all that you objectify, nothing but Satta. You objectify Satta, which cannot be objectified, is what is seen in this Vishwa. That Vishwa is what is objectified. You confuse yourself that Satta is objectified and Satta is existent. You are objectifying Satta. What is it? That Satta which is seen there in Vishwa as Ghata Ityadi, that Satta is borrowed Satta from Karana. Therefore, Brahma alone is existent. Prapancha is there, is real as Brahma, it is unreal as Prapancha. Nama Rupa is unreal. Astivhati Priyam or Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Satchidananda is the reality. Idam Vishwam Sarvam Jagat, all this entire Prapancha, Brahma eva, na atiriktam ityeva eva karena, prathak sattam nishidhya brute. Yasmat, since the Shruti, Atharva Shruti says that all this is nothing but Brahma, meaning Brahma alone exists, nothing else exists, with evakara, separate reality has been denied for Prapancha. Therefore, Tasmad Etat Sarvam Brahma Matram Vishwam. All this is nothing but Brahma. As Brahma it is real. He is Nishchaya Evakara. Definitely so. What is definitely so? Aropitasya Kalpitasya Adhisthana Bhinnata cha. So he says nischaya, it is a nischaya, definitely so. It is well ascertained that aropita, whatever is kalpita, aropita is kalpita. Superimposed means imagined. There is no superimposition, real superimposition. You cannot, it is a projection in the mind. You cannot throw around something you cannot superimpose, like you throw on paint on a wall. It is not like that. It is cognitive, error in cognition. Therefore kalpita, it is all imagined. It is bhranti. Therefore even when mrudghata is seen, there we have to see as rajju sarpa alone. Mrut is a nama for ghata is a nama for mrut. Sarpa is an appearance on, so ghata is an appearance of mrut. If that is understood, then that example is good. Otherwise one may think that like mrut undergoes change, ghata is also is really the way mrut is undergoing change to become ghata. Brahma is undergoing change. Brahma is not undergoing change. And where do you see it? Only in kalpita. So ghata is kalpita, prapancha is kalpita, like sarpa on rajju. So adhisthana bhinnata nasti. Etena ajnanadehe anadehe anadi ajnana brahmopadanakatva bhavat bhinnatva shanka parasta. So etena, by this what has happened? Ajnanadehe anadehe, that anadi ajnana and all the jivatva also which has come about from that ajnana, which is seen as anadi, brahmopadana katva bhavat bhinnatva shanka parasta. So all of this is a bhranti to see it as separate. So plurality, duality is bhranti. If you see all of this as nothing but Brahma, jiva brahmaiva naparaha, then you have landed. And thereby the shanka that he had raised, the Shishya had asked, how will all this go about? If it is anadi, it will not go about. So he reminds us, Vyakhyanakara reminds us of the Shishya shanka, that if it is anadi, how will it go? It will go because you just have to understand that all this anadi, even if it is anadi, it is having no satta other than Brahma. That is the 233rd shloka. Evam shrutya prapancha satyatvam nirasya yuktya api tadanusarinya nirasyati satyamiti. Prapancha satyatvam nirasya. Prapancha does not have its existence on its own. Having refuted its existence, yuktya api tadanusarinya nirasyati. How it has done is been done. It has been done by Shruti, using Shruti as pramana. Now people will have doubts because yukti is working. So there is logically also it has to be explained to benefit the resolution complete. So manana is done on the Shruti. Shruti is the basis on which manana is done, and during manana all the tarka can be used, which traces back to Shruti. So using yukti, using tarka, also this refutation is being done in the next shloka in 234. Satyam yadi syad jagate tadatmanah. Okay, I can't break this. There is across padas it is there. So let's try. Satyam yadi syad jagate tadatmano nantatva hanir nigama pramanata asatyavaditva apishitu syat naitatrayam sadhuhitam mahatmanam. So yadi etad jagad satyam syat, had it been real, had this jagat been real, what will happen? So if you consider this jagat as real, separate from Brahma, then anantatva hanihi, brahmana atmanah brahmatmanah anantatva hani. Shruti says satyam jnanam anantam. Anantam is lakshana of Brahma, Brahmatma. But you say jagat is separate. If jagat is separate, then how can it be infinite? How can Brahma be ananta? Because it will have an anta at the border of this jagat. If you can imagine, vastutah, kalata, deshatah, if jagat is existent separately, then it is delimiting Atma. Because you are saying that it exists separate from Atma, meaning Deshata, Kalata or Vastuta, at least one of this in one of this manner there is a difference. In which manner is it different? Is it having a separate space, deshata? Is it having different kala? Does Jagat exist separately from Brahma in time? Or does it exist as a vastu? You mean as a vastu maybe. So if you say Jagat is a separate vastu from Brahma as vastu, then deshata kalata vastutaha, however you say it is different, then there is desha parichheda, kala parichheda or vastu parichheda for Atma. But Shruti says what? Brahma is ananta. So it will not remain ananta, it will become limited, it will not be limitless. So Shruti hani and anantatva hani. So nigama apramanata, nigama pramana, Shruti will become apramana. Why? Shruti is saying ananta, anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, and you are saying no, Jagat is separate. So what will happen? You are contradicting the Shruti and you say, okay, what I am saying is tarka siddha, then Shruti will not become pramana for you. You have your own pramana, yukti is pramana. You will become a tarkika who says Shruti is pramana, but it is secondary pramana. Tarkika will establish everything from tarka. He will misinterpret the Shruti also for his tarka siddhartha. And then what happens to Ishvara who has given us the Shruti, Veda Vedanta? Asatyavaditvam api ishituhu. Ishitu is for this Ishvara, there will be asatyavaditvam. He is someone who speaks untruth. Liar. You will have ended up calling Ishvara as liar. So many resultants from one mistake of yours. Calling Jagat as separate will lead to these three errors. So asatyavaditvam api ishituhu asatyavaditvam api syat. Ishvara will become someone who has lied to us. Na etat sadhu hitam mahatmanam. And for Mahatmas, this is not, this threefold error that you have landed in is not sadhu or hitam. See, what is Shastra? Shastra is hita shasanat shastram. Shastra is that which teaches which is good for you. And lie is not good for you. It cannot be lying through its teeth. Ishvara cannot be lying through his teeth if you can personify Ishvara. So what are these three errors? Jagataha satyam. That will land into three errors. Atmanaha anantatva hanihi. Atma will become antavat, not ananta. So that is the first hani. Second hani is agama apramanata. Agama will not remain a pramana. Shruti, agama is Shruti, Shabda pramana. It will not remain a pramana anymore. And Ishvara will become asatyavadi. These are the three disastrous results which have accrued to this kind of a thinking, erroneous thinking. Etat jagat paridrishyamanam vishwam. This jagat meaning what? Etat paridrishyamanam pratyaksha, which is having pratiti. You see this pratyakshatvena siddha. So etat jagat paridrishyamanam vishwam yadi satyam syat. Satyam means akalpitam. If it is real, not your imagination, then what? Not a projection, superimposition. Then what? Atmanaha anantatva hanihi. Now this is all technical language. I am going to read it for coverage, but too technical even for me. Too much of tarka. Atmana anantatva hani has been explained here as anyonya abhava pratiyogitva rupa apratiyogitva rupa. Sorry, anyonya abhava apratiyogitva rupa vastu parichheda shunyatvam nasya. A long samasa, Navyanyaya language. Anyonya abhava. I'll just mention anyonya abhava is ghata is not pata, pata is not ghata. So in ghata there is anyonya abhava of pata, and in pata there is anyonya abhava, mutual absence. So they have an attribute which is the mutual absence now. Ghata has absence of pata, pata has absence of ghata. So anyonya abhava apratiyogitvam. Pratiyogi is tasya abhava pratiyogi. So when you say ghata has abhava of pata and pata has abhava of ghata, whether it is anyonya abhava, it becomes a what is the pratiyogi? So ghatasya abhavasya pratiyogi is ghata, or ghata pratiyogi abhava ghata. Absence of pot, if you negate that, what will you get? You will get pot. As per Naiyayika, you will get pot. So it's a little too complicated. Not little, it is quite complicated. So he says the vastu paricheda that we saw, what limits a vastu? Ghata limits a pata by being ghata itself. So it is something whose absence. So if ghata has absence of pata, let's take that one example. I'll just give a basic idea. Ghata has absence of pata. Other way also it's true. Pata has absence of ghata, but ghata has absence of pata. Now if you want to, so ghata has absence of pata. If you negate pata, pata abhava, pratiyogi, then you will get pata. You will not get ghata. So this way, if you take it to Brahma and Jagat, so negation of Jagat cannot be done. What is the conclusion? You cannot negate Jagat and get into Brahma. You cannot negate Ghata and get into Pata. Or negation of Ghata or Ghata Abhava, both cases you take, you have to land in that particular Abhava or that particular Pratiyogi. You cannot land on the other. So here what is being said through this technical language is Vastu Paricheda Shunyatvam na syat. You cannot have a particular technical type of he is describing, but Vastu Paricheda Shunyatvam na syat. The Brahma will not remain delimited, will not remain not delimited by anything, any other Vastu. Jagat is limiting Brahma, therefore Brahma will not be Vastu Paricheda Shunya. Brahma will not be free from limitation in Vastu. Every Vastu will limit Brahma and Anantyam will go away. Anantatva hani. Akalpitena Jagata Vastu Bhedena Parichidya Manatvat. Because this Jagat, which is not a Kalpana, Kalpita Jagat cannot limit Akalpita Brahma. But what happens? You are saying Jagat is real, meaning it is Akalpita. If it is Akalpita, then it will limit. Mithya Maya, Mithya Prapancha cannot limit Brahma. Therefore we say non-dual, Ekameva Advitiyam. But if you say it is not Kalpita, Mithya is Kalpita. If it is not Kalpita, Akalpita, then it is real as Jagat, then it will limit Brahma. Therefore Brahma will not be Ananta. Hiyatam Anantatvam iti chet. If you say let it be, Purva Pakshi is saying let it be. Let it be not be Ananta. What is the problem there? There he says Nigama Apramanata Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is contradicted. If you say let it be, let Brahma not be Ananta, you cannot say that because Shruti is saying Anantam Brahma. Iti Vedasya Bhaditartha Bodhakata Syat. Then what it will lead to is that you are contradicting Shruti. Now if you say Ishtapatti Riti Chet, let it be. That Shruti is not a pramana for us. It may be Arthavada or it may be anything else. I don't care for Shruti if you say, let it be. Ishiturapi Paramaptasya Sarvajnasya Parameshwarasya Asatyavaditvam Ayathartha Vaktrutvam Syat. Then what will happen? If you say that also let it be, then you will be saying that Ishvara is lying. You cannot say that. No Astitvavadi can say Ishvara is lying because it is not Ishtapatti for even the Purva Pakshi, who is a Vaidika. Vaidika cannot say that. He can go up to such an extent saying that no, you have not understood the Shruti right, and thereby say let it be. You have understood, let it be. Anantatva hani, let it be. If you say Nigama Pramanata, Nigama is not a Pramana, I have Tarka as Pramana. But then Tarka being a Pramana, you are saying that Ishvara is lying. That is not acceptable to even Naiyayika because he starts his prayer with Sadashiva. He starts for him, he even complains, he tells Shiva that you help me out, otherwise I'll complain to you about Parvati. He says that Naiyayika says that I'll complain to Parvati that Ganga is dancing on your head and thereby you will be in trouble. So this is their bhakti towards Shiva. So they say you bless us, otherwise I'll complain. So it's a very different kind of a thing. You blackmail the Bhagavan as a play, and then they have Shraddha. What is shown there is they have Shraddha in Ishvara. There they cannot say now. Ishtapatti riti chet ishiturapi paramaptasya, one who is Apta, who can never lie. If Ishvara has said it has to be true. So sarvajnasya parmeshwarasya asatyavaditvam ayatartha vaktritvam syat. It will become he is telling things as they are not. Tadapi bhavatu iti chet. If you say that is also true, that is not acceptable to Mahatma. So Mahatma in your sampradaya alone will tell you that you are deluded, calling Ishvara a liar. Mahatmanam astikanam ityartha. Those who have shraddha in Ishvara in Shrutis, for them it is not acceptable. Mahan atma yesham shrutyachara upadeshana parichinna panchakoshatma buddhim tyaktva कृत ब्रह्म साक्षात्कारतया अखंडाकार वृत्तिमद अंतःकरणानां वा अखंडाकार वृत्तिमद अंतःकरणानां वा तेषाम. So there are two interpretations of Mahatma. Who was Mahatma? Mahan Atma Yesham. Those who have Mahan Atma, and Atma is what? Antakarana. Who have Antakarana is Mahan for what reason? Because Shrutyachara Upadeshena, through the Shruti and Acharya, Parichinna Panchakosha Atma Buddhim. They don't consider themselves as any of these kosha. Atmatva Buddhi is not there in the koshas. They see them as koshas. Thereby, Tyaktva, Atma Buddhim Tyaktva, they give up the Tadatmya Sambandha with the koshas and then Kruta Brahma Sakshatkarataya. Once they have negated, what remains is Shuddha Atma. They understand themselves as Brahma. Therefore, Brahma Sakshatkara is there. Through this Akhandakara Vritti Mad Antakarananam Vatesham. So, or they have landed themselves in Akhandakara Vritti, which is non-segmented Brahmakara Vritti. So, Nishtha is there. So, Antakarana has Akhandakara Vritti, always keeping unto this Vritti, not slipping from them. Therefore, they are Mahatma. So, it is not Ishta for them, although you may say, let it be, let it be. For Tarka's sake, you cannot say, let it be. There is an implication. Na etatrayam sadhu hitam saumanasya. It does not bring happiness. It will bring sadness to these Mahatmas, because they are saying you are insulting everyone. It will not bring you good either. Therefore, they feel bad. Samanantam ityartha. Samantam ityartha. So, saumanasya karam, samantam ityartha. Swanubhava virodhat. And why so? Because their anubhava is that all this is true. What Shruti is saying, they have got sakshatkara. You are merely using tarka. For them, it is manana and anubhava siddha. So, sorry for taking 6 minutes more. I'll stop here. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharantam Gocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. That's it. Any questions? Okay. No questions. I'll see you in the next partha. Namaste.